reason why it was saying that I was not allowed to broadcast. See, I did the same thing over here. So
I can only see you. I can't see what you're typing, what's on your screen.
oh, what's my screen? Yeah, now
Yeah.
for some reason, yeah, it went
why
in.
it was
So
saying
we're
that I was not
literally
allowed
in.
to broadcast. See, I did the same thing over here. So
Well, over here on mine it says this meeting is now streaming live
I
on
know
what
we're
you're
good. We're
typing.
good. We're
What's
good.
on
Now
your
it's
screen.
already good. It's already
oh, what's
good.
mine?
Okay. So now I'm gonna just okay. Let's go back here and we have it. And yep, perfectly. Okay. And I'm gonna go to this here, and we're gonna go for
Yeah, that was it, Eric. You were texting my AOL, my AOL
Oh,
email.
sorry.
No, yeah, it's good. Nah, I just got the Google one connected for this live streaming stuff. Jonathan Suburbi, what's this?
okay, share screen. And we're gonna go for
Are you live? Are we live?
Yes.
yeah, we're live already. Okay, so let's just go into yeah. Okay, so play and
Yeah, the tournament's going into round 2
okay.
already.
It's okay if we got it. So over 1,000.
There's only one section.
Oh,
They put
see,
everybody
I
in
got
one
Elliot
section.
already and Adrian.
Okay. Is everybody in one section?
Let me check. Let me go home back again. Tours to
It says waiting for ICN online. You sure that we're live? Oh yeah, here we go. Erica, you're in the picture with us. Is this it? Yeah,
set.
this is it. All right.
Yep. And now we'll go back here and let's see how the guys are doing. And we'll be settled for it. Matt's will a cash. Ooh, PS 116. Matt's Stringer. PS 33. Whoa, my goodness. The guys they're just like playing super fast.
How many sections do you have?
I think I have we have one section so far I only see here, so
There's only one, right?
yeah.
Looks like everybody jumped in the same section. All right.
So over here, I was watching this game already between a Cash versus Matt's Stringer, PS 116 versus PS 33 in this matchup. You'd probably say, oh, yeah, already trade queen. So this is not something I like about this position because already this pawn over here on C3 becomes a little bit of a backward pawn. F6 is not a move that I'll probably be too happy about. It kind of creates a weakness over here on E6 on my pawn structure. Maybe F5 is the right move.
I can't find the
Here,
tournament.
F5, blockade, and put the knight on e7, get the knight to the outpost on d5.
So Jonathan, you
to
press
target.
play on the left side, right?
Mhm.
And after play, what do?
You go to play fast.
Oh, play fast. That's why I keep messing up.
Yeah,
I keep wanting tournaments. So play fast, and then it should be
play
here on
fast,
the
and
side.
then the tournament should be on your right.
Yeah, for some reason mine hasn't been loading today. I might have to just look at your screen. Oh, there we go. Now
Why
it's
it's not
working.
open?
Now it's working
Just
now.
the
What
account.
game you have? All right, so we have Akash and Maxwell.
Yeah.
So who traded queens here?
Matt Stringer trade queens, but now he just goes into this position that basically on the end game, this could be a little bit. This is very important. Actually, a lot from here. I'll probably, this is something I'll try to sales if we can. I start analyzing more games post mortem. After the kids they finish their tournament, maybe we can do this around 5 or 6 p.m. Maybe 1 or twice a week. So where we can choose some interesting games and see how that. Yeah. Now this is a problem. Pawn takes. It was mandatory that in this position. Maybe rook c4 was the better way to play. That way, well, no, rook c4 has knight d2, but I mean, I still think that black is okay here. Trade that, but now position changes a lot because he's trading all his active pieces. And now you're not thinking about which pieces you're keeping on the board, and now the rook on c4 it's way much more active than the rook on f8, and the knight on f3 is also a little bit way much more active than the knight on d7. So certain moves like even rook c6 now just starting to put pressure, or even knight g5 putting pressure on the weaknesses on the position. It's definitely way better for white now in the game. We have, let me see this game. Oh, so the game is on between Adrian PS10 versus Mr. Elliot Goodrich from Lower Lab. So rook e5 is happening and white is up a piece, but oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, because now you trading all these pieces up as black, and now white has a huge advantage. So
yeah, I mean, we just look at the piece wise. I mean, unless Akash could somehow land that knight on d5. I mean,
you mean the game in the cash? Yeah, but the thing with this is that he was way better, and then he traded all the basic stronger pieces, and now this is different. I think in this position maybe
white's just probably winning. No, knight g5 coming.
It could be play, and it could probably do it.
So I mean, last move after rook d8, did he just miss knight g5?
Thank you.
Now he goes knight g5.
From home.
Knight takes pawn.
Yeah. Now this, like I mentioned before, the rook and the knight were way much more active.
Akash had to play rook e8 there.
Yeah. Now this is probably a problem for him. The deep pawn is also very strong. E7 is happening.
All right, looks like Max is gonna push his e pawn.
Technique, rook b5.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
A4, rook b5, trace, and yeah, I'm easily winning this.
How about this game? Oh no, this game's about to end. Lewis Barry just queened against Miles, his brother.
In the situation here, a3 is the best trick actually instead of b3, because if you play b3, pawn takes, and knight c3, and white is on time. So your best bet to try to do a little bit of a trick is just to play a3 now. That was a better trick, and trying b3 Well, it's still knight and knight a2 works on the game.
A3, why? I guess this is okay. He can play knight check. He missed knight c3 check and taking a4.
It's still like, I don't know.
For some reason, my tournament's taking forever to load up. I mean, Maxwell just has to push his e-pawn. The game's over. What is he doing? E6 last move wins. Oh, come on. You're taking all the pawns. All right, guys. So it's best to just...
Let's just go over to
Yeah.
one of the other games just to see how other kids. Elliot Crawford from PS11. This is Caitlin. Look at that. This is very
Excuse me, what game
interesting.
are you on? Kaylin and Ellie? All right, let's see what we have here.
So white is up a piece. Yes.
Mhm.
No, I mean, whose move is it?
No, white's up 2 pieces.
2 pieces. Oh my goodness. So I thought it was black's turn and plays for king to SD7, but
No, here white's just
Yeah.
up 2 pieces. All right, let's see what we have here. We have Maxwell Harrison.
are you able to see to log in on your screen or?
Yeah. How about Wiley Oliver? Look at this game. Oh, well, forget it. Wiley, I mean, we can look at it, but Wiley's just up in rook.
Okay, so we have Wiley Oliver. What about Miles? Probably watch. Oh, we got
Miles should
Warren.
be finishing.
Our friend Warren. Anderson School. Oh, it's technique of variation. I know Warren plays this technique of variation. World champion Magnus Carlsen's defense. Yeah, you're taking C6 here in this variation. I kind of don't like it because you just reinforce back center. So the B7 pawn comes towards the center defendant. And it helps actually black. Playing Peter, but
It looks like white's just up a rook.
why this up a rook? Yeah. I don't think this is enough. It seems like it's thought that maybe has some few pawns. The position was interesting. It's actually really cool to see here this technical variation. But then now
Is this so easy to win after like B4 or something?
after,
I mean, he's up a rook, but that pawn on C3 is dangerous.
oh, but he didn't capture but the truth is that I thought he was going to play Queen C3. You know, now after you capture here,
B4
I will
and
play maybe B4 and again, even if you probably still white,
not this
even if
move.
white still probably winning, you must be careful.
What-
Well, no, now he's blundering the.
Well, he could have just took the pawn,
C3
protecting the
pawn.
rook.
Yeah. I mean, this also works. It's up a rook, so yeah.
Yeah, this game is pretty.
Go to Victoria, PS10, Caden, roulette. So we have
All right. What game you pulled up?
Victoria versus Caden.
It looks like a lot of these games are decisive already.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Chess Kid's working a little slow today. So we have 6 people watching right now. Let's see who's who's on.
Mm-hmm.
Did George load up again?
Oh, Emma. We have Emma here.
Hmm.
Versus Harrison, PS 139. Oh, she's up. She's down. She's down the piece. We have the Brooklyn versus Manhattan here going on. Yeah, this is. Yeah, it should be winning for white. Even the rook pawn promotes it in the same color as the bishop, but this G pawn also could. Sooner or later, it's just like king b5, waste one more tempo, bishop b4, and then the pawn of b6 will be hanging. So
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for white. Could have just played like bishop c4 and kept the bishop on the other diagonal better. Like bishop d4 or anywhere. I mean, that works too. And then king takes b6. I don't know why my game's in all the way. There we go. Back. All right. So we have Elliot, Caitlin, Peter, Warren, Miles, Jaggy.
yeah.
Which game you going to next?
Let's see. I think how did I get this one? Did I get faster?
There's only one. Yeah, there's only one section.
Yeah. Was that not? Let's
Yeah.
see again. Was Elliot versus Caitlin? What was this game all about? Well, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Elliot's up a queen and a piece.
So Crawford is literally
I mean,
probably winning it.
yeah, it's pretty much game over after queen e4 check and rook c7.
That was, yeah. Let's see here. This end game from Emma Sensamo is actually interesting, but
it looked like Caitlin's having connection issues. She has poor connection right now.
as you see here in this position, white still will always win it because it is important when you have a bishop and a rook. I mean, a bishop and a pawn, and you have a rook pawn like this one. It is important to know that you win these positions when you have the bishop, the pawn promoted, in the same color as the bishop. So it's something like if we could do. Let me see if I can move this. Okay, it could be something like. And I'm gonna do here. And we're gonna go. I set this one here. Or at the door. And let's say we're going to put the board. So it's very important that when you have, for example, if you get to have as a very important instruction, and then black has his king, it's impossible to win this endgame because the bishop, oh wait. This bishop over here, it's not controlling the promotion score, which is here. So when you have this position playing, like you play king g4, play king h7, king here, and then if king g6, this is a draw. So like bishop f7 here.
Yeah, you need the bishop to kick the king out of the corner.
Yeah, so
or
opposite, that's why it's important to know how to win this endgame. And I'm putting it because it's right over there for Emma, you know? So actually, if we want to win this endgame, right?
Yeah, the game is over. Why was able to convert?
They converted, right? Okay, good. You know, it's important just to prove that if you want to win this endgame.
We have one last game and then we start in the next round.
And here, when we have this position, this is the difference. Now you have the bishop that controls the promotion square. So this is a very important thing when you have a rook pawn. Look at the bishop and look at the pawn. So in a way that you can play king g6, your opponent plays, let's say, if it's white to move, it'll play king g6.
Oh
But I'm
my
actually
God, we got
gonna
a
waste a template
stalemate.
here.
Queen and 3 pawns versus a king. Warren stalemated.
Yeah.
All right, no biggie. The second
Okay.
round, the third round is actually going to be started now. So let's get back. So heading into the third round, we have Elliot Goodrich with 2 out of 2. Lewis Barry, PS11, 2 out of 2. Clark, PS77, 2 out of 2. Anthony, PS111, 2 out of 2. Elliot Crawford, 2 out of 2. Maxwell Stringer, 2 out of 2. Harrison, 2 out of 2. So those are the kids leading. So let's try to look at some of the top games. We have Maxwell Elliott is a top game. Lewis Harrison is a top game. Elliot Anthony is a top game. Let's take a look at the first one. Let's look at Elliot Goodrich
Elliot
versus Maxwell. The battle of the
Stringer.
Yes. So let's see what happens here. 2 very talented kids. Okay, Elliot's rating 1542 on him. Bishop e3, Queen d7. Yeah, my guys like to opposite side castle and attack a lot, man. They're overly aggressive. So just knowing them, I can guarantee that's what's gonna happen here. Like,
Oh, I have d5 right away right now, right?
yeah, the only thing I don't like is I don't like Black's
A3 I don't like.
Black's lack of sense of control. Well, A3
Yeah,
he
that's
wants to
why I
play
was-
B4.
That's
But
why
I'd
I
rather
was
see
pushing
something
towards.
like maybe Queen A4 instead, and then
Oops,
B4.
a knight on the rim is Dean B4.
And the knight is trapped, playing way
Yep.
too fast, way too
Yeah.
fast.
No central control. A good game just to prove that you must try to control the center. White has a lot of much more space because of this pawn on d5. I know you might claim and say, well, coach, his king is not castle yet. Yes, but he was doing moves that helps his position a little to improve, and now this knight on b5 is just. Yeah,
I
and bishop
prefer
e4 is just.
knight e4 was a better move.
Yeah.
Because at least knight e4 after knight takes, bishop takes. I mean, you make a pin, but still doesn't do much, man. So he's gonna play pawn takes knight, and it looks like Elliot's gonna have enough time to develop his bishop and castle.
Yeah. Right, but now I think a move like Queen d4, it's
A7.
It's hitting the pawn on a7 and it's hitting the knight. So the knight now it is also at risk of being trapped. Even Queen c2 wasn't Queen c2 interesting. Knight a4 maybe, and yeah.
Oh no, this is trouble. Bishop b6 should do it.
Yeah.
Something along. I mean, he has knight takes, pawn takes, and he can move his queen somewhere, but it's not looking good at all. I mean, the king's probably gonna end up on e8, but again, not looking good. Not looking.
Well, I have knight e5, so.
Well, that wasn't it.
I'm just running the queen.
All right, no biggie. All right, so let's go to the next game.
Lloyd versus Harrison. Let's see.
What's going on in that game?
Well, white is up a piece. So
White's up a whole piece. And black has
even knight
compensation.
d7 was winning way much more material, coach. See? He hits the rook, he hits the bishop.
But he has rook c8 at the end of that. If white plays rook takes rook, black's gonna take on f1. And
that's a blunder. Queen takes h6.
Oh man, they playing too
g6,
fast.
too fast. Oh,
what?
That's a blunder.
Rook takes rook. Game over.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I knew some back rank thing was gonna happen there. Man, Lewis blundered that.
Lewis is playing too quick. Literally, it's just winning in this
What?
position. Oh my goodness.
Who is that? Harrison, PS 139. Who is that?
She's from ICN Harrison. I don't remember actually.
Harrison got to see
Yeah,
those
now
moves, buddy.
this is just definitely winning. It's like Rook B takes F8. Whoa, look at that. Not Rook takes pressure, but Rook H7.
For Master Mike was just watching. He checked in on the live.
Well, Master Mike was on the crowd.
For Master Mike on the check-in. Very good friend of mine for a long time.
Whoa, look at that.
I met from Master Mike. I tell you, I was maybe in like 7th or 8th grade, and he was good friends with Elizabeth Spiegel, who was my coach at the time. She taught me how to play. And, they were good friends, so he'll stop by chess club sometime, go to the Blue Moon when he was in town. And that's actually when I got to meet him.
Oh, yeah, I had met, well, we had that meeting one time where I really had the chance and the opportunity to meet him. What was that meeting? And I also, once we did the tournament and all that, was back then. Let me see if I think.
Yeah, this looks pretty good right here. Oh, no,
From
like,
Master Mike, like kids love him and see his
White
score
has
is
to play
so
like
popular.
White has to go for like H4, H5 here, man. That's the only thing I can. No, wait, White's up a queen. What am I talking about? So yeah, I like H4, H5 even more now. H4, H5, H6. And if we go H4, they play H5. We can play Queen takes H5. No, come on, play H4, H5. Rook A2. What's that? I don't understand. What's the idea of Queen H5? What's the point of that? What game is this? This is Mouse D.
It's plunder all these pawns now. H4, H5 should have.
Yeah, H4, H5 earlier was great. Yeah.
We cannot.
And the other idea was that if you get your pawn to H5, you can go H6, or you could play pawn takes G6, pawn takes, rook takes, and then the bishop hangs with the rook on E6 and C8.
This position definitely should be winning for black. You just have to be careful with the check my ideas and threats. The problem is that black has all these plus pawns in the position, and I'm not sure if white is already on time to stop these pawns.
Yeah, I just think white's lacking.
K2, D3 or C4, D3.
I think white's just lacking a plan here.
Yeah.
White hasn't found a plan on what to do.
Yeah. And now look, D3, it's coming. It's a very strong threat. So
I would probably play I would have played Queen G5 and just pushing pressure on the rook really quick. But then just Rook E7. Rook to D7 and then what? Yeah, that pawn's looking very fast.
Yeah, no, because when the position was here, one way that I think that it was going to be very, very quick was B5. Even if it seems like slow, B5 was the way. B5, when the rook was on C8, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1, taking advantage of the bishop over here. But now,
right.
still definitely winning.
Okay. Let me hook up. Let me fix this a little bit.
Is this chances? Maybe for a draw. Queen B8. I thought Queen B8. King G7, Queen E5, and
Queen E5. Queen
Yeah,
can't
queen
go to
B8.
E5. Oh no, but he checked on C8. He didn't check
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
B8.
saying. Instead of queen C8, queen B8 check, forces him to play king D7, king E5 check again. And the king can never go to F8 because I can just play queen takes E6 maybe, and this is definitely giving him chances. You cannot play. Yeah, this was a very solution. King B8, queen B8. I mean, queen C8 is just a check. King goes back to G7, and now no easy way to play here. Now H4 is too late, too slow.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Now the pawn's trying to promote here, and then either pawn promotions, rook C1, D1 also helps. Yeah, rook G3, it's just queen check, and then yes, you do get in trouble.
I think White just missed their shot.
Yeah. Let's say Emma versus Clark.
All right, let's see what we got there.
So Emma's definitely winning. She's up to 2 pieces, protected plus pawns. Knight F4 could come with B6, go to the 6. Yeah, it seems a big blunder happened probably in this game. That got into here. Caitlin versus Miles is our teammates playing. Oh yeah, well, we were actually watching this game. Warren versus Lincolnwood. Warren is playing versus Lincolnwood. Lincolnwood.
They're actually teammates now.
Yeah.
It was sad to see Lincoln transfer over to Anderson, but great opportunity.
Oh. So look at that.
He was.
Lincoln also, it was a cool thing because not only we have Lincolnwood, but we also have Matthew from PS59.
The cousins.
They're both very serious and lovely kids, amazing kids, and they work for their chess, and every time there's like all this competitive matches and all that.
All right, so what's going on here? They both got a little bit of space with their advanced pawns, but it looks like White's E5 pawn may be a weakness. I mean, Black can always play C5 to defend D4, but there's no real way to defend E5. Also, it looks like Black can do something like F5 and 93 and really get into White's position. Some type of idea like that. All right, let's see if I can reload this. A draw? No way. Too early for a draw. Battle.
I'm not but I thought the night before, I was thinking about the move night before. You forces Mace White's move, and then knight C2, it was probably an idea to play 93. No draw, play on.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those type of draws, man. You gotta battle. Looks like this game is over here. Queen G2 mate, chalk it up. Thankfully, you're able to know games because I'm not.
Versus Anthony, we're back to this game. So there you have it. PS 111 versus PS 11.
Okay, Anthony's been playing super good. The kid has improved big time. He's actually been a part of the chess program for a couple of years now. But he seems to like really be getting into it now.
Yeah, now this rook H2, knight C5 to check. Rook A3, actually. Yeah, it's totally right. Putting more pressure on the pin, and yep, you're gonna lose this knight. This is the last game, I think. Yep, this is the last game. Totally. From the round.
Oh, yeah, it looked like Rook C3 is coming up soon, just to get rid of that knight. Yep, I knew it. Smart move by Anthony, taking on C3, just simplifying a bit more. C4 is hanging now. F6 and H2 is hanging.
Mhm. Yeah. When I have this background with the, I don't know, maybe I should change this because when I see myself analyzing chess games with my own background over here with universe and earth, I feel like I'm the master of the universe. I feel like Kaiser. You know, Kaiser is the god of chess. Maybe I.
I actually had somebody ask me why was I in San Francisco after seeing my backdrop.
Oh, there you go.
I was hoping he was joking, but I don't think he was joking.
I feel like I'm over here. I might be Coach Dale in. Have my hands. Yep, ladder checkmate will happen, and Coach Angel go with the standing after this.
All right, let's see what we have here. So back to tournament. All right, so heading into round
Anthony's 3 out
4,
of 3.
Anthony is 3
And
out of
Elliot
3 leading the
Goodrich,
way.
3 out of 3. They've both been on fire, Coach.
Yes. And Anthony's much lower rated actually than Elliot. So, I'm pretty excited to see him up there.
Oh, Lewis.
Lewis Barry's also tied with them with 3.
Yep, 3 out of 3.
Right
PS11, very good.
Right behind them in 4th place, we have Clark with 2.5
Clark
out of 3.
with a 2.5.
And then there's a pretty big tie with 2 out of 3. Just to name a few of them, we have Oliver PS11, Wiley PS33, Abel 139, Adrian PS10, Maxwell 33. We have Harrison 139 and Miles 139. All those players have 2 points. We have Elliot Crawford 2 points, and we have my boy Little String. Miles also has 2 points. Wow, so this last round should be really good. Oh, this fourth round actually. Excuse me. I think this is gonna be a good game. Maxwell versus Oliver. I think that one's gonna be. We need to get Maxwell to slow down somehow. See, he went so fast. He played E4 when it was just hanging a pawn.
Let's see I'm watching the champions over here so far. Oh, Coach, look what they went for this Italian with the. What was this?
What is this? What's going on?
Oh, but they play. Look, pawn takes D5, knight A5, D6. So he got confused with it. I guess Anthony got confused. You saw this, Coach?
Looks like he mixed up some lines there.
Yeah, because this D6 move is basically when the knight goes to G4, you know?
Yeah, he has to play Bishop B4 check in this position.
Yeah, Bishop B5 check, which, it gets into that little tiny trap possible to explain in this position. And now he's just up his down, and we'll probably soon have some key problems. Okay, I'll go now. Let's go really quick all over the games really quick just to see. We have.
How about oh, you going in order?
Adrian versus Miles. 3 Bishop Pierce. This is pretty much equal game. I'll probably say that. Black is up a pawn. He has a better pawn structure, so for sure this is a better position for Black. Good game to follow up, and I think it keep going. We go Max Stringer versus Oliver. So far, very equal. I'll probably say that
Black's up a pawn at the moment.
Well, Black is up a pawn. Yes.
Yeah, he gave him a pawn playing E4 move 5.
Knight H5. It's a tricky position. Knight H5.
He's going for pawn takes
H5.
C5.
They become so tricky. Now pawn takes C5 is a threat, right? And then the queen is literally X-raying on here all the way to G7 in the position. So yeah, pawn takes C4, queen takes D4, and maybe knight F5. Could be player F6. Queen G4. Yeah, I think black's still okay. It's just a little bit of fireworks, but I don't think nothing special what's going on. Just maybe rook d1 could be the move, or h4.
H4. I like H4 a lot.
Oh, but knight, yeah. No, not
Even
knight
King G.
f. I don't like it.
I don't like this move.
This knight f4, I don't like it because
he keeps trading for no reason.
No, but he played knight takes f4, and I think the best move was knight e5, attacking the queen and the knight. So
right.
Yeah, but blunder queen.
He has more time than what he started. 10 minutes.
Yeah, playing too fast. Both playing, they really do play too fast. Such an interesting game actually to see, because it seemed like white had in this position was a pawn down, but we could say, it could be tricky, and black is probably okay. You just have to be careful. But now they got into this position, and definitely not the way. We have Wolfie. Wolfie's back here. Let's see.
Wolfie's in? Oh, Wiley.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Wolfie's in. I didn't see Wolfie's in. Oh, my game's loaded. Yes. Wolfie against Eleanor. Well, let me tell you, Wolfie's improved so much, man. I think he might be one of our next players to 1,000. I have a race at 33 going between like Wolfie, Felix, and John Ferrazza. There's more people in the mix for sure.
I like Lucas.
Wiley's definitely in the mix.
I like Lucas.
Lucas Cam. Lucas
Yeah.
is I'm working with Lucas. Lucas just has to play more. I don't think he plays enough. But Lucas is definitely such a talented kid. All right, so what's going on here?
Who should be way up
just up a piece.
and it's not up? Max.
Stark.
Stark.
Yes, I'm waiting for him to explode.
Yeah, because Max Stark is sharp. He can make his puzzles always working. I think he just have to take a little bit more serious on when he plays the game, and probably. I haven't seen him over here. He's not participating on it.
He plays. He's been playing a bit. I saw him. I think I saw him on the slow game.
Well, I don't know if you're watching this video, Matt. Mr. Stark, I want you back here. I want to see you play some games. Coach is calling me. Which, by the way, I'm asking myself, where are my triplets? I only saw him for the after school was on Monday, but
yeah, where are all the triplets?
I haven't seen them.
All right, let's go to a different game. Wolfie's just up a piece. You got to pick the games because I can't. Mine is not loading. Oh, it takes a long time, so.
Yeah, black will be winning. They're not going to be any checkmate threats in this position for sure. Lincoln Wood, Jackie.
Whoa, can white finish developing? White say I don't need to develop. You
Why
should.
not getting those pieces?
The queen's not gonna do it alone. Just A4. Just go A4 and just play A4. He's going for a second queen. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a winning. Which game was interesting here? Materially. Oh, this hand game is probably way more. Although black should be able to win. Just in this type of positions, this is a faraway pawn. You just need to come with your king towards to E3, D3, and then let white try to capture this, and then you capture on C3, and that's how you win the game, because he has to go to the king side, and I'm ready to come to the queen side and capture the pawns. Become myself a Pac-Man. A very important part of it. Oops.
All right, let's get out of this game. This game is basically over. You there, John?
Yep. And promotes.
Yeah, let's go to a different game. We're gonna
The games are, I think, almost over, most of them. Yeah, this one.
This one's more interesting than the last one, I'll tell you that. Whoa, can he play just B4 at the end there? I mean, G3 actually works.
Oh, this is like interesting happen in this game. Let me see.
This is the game we're supposed to be watching.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is game over. King takes pawn. Yeah, so G3 was actually a very good move there. I thought G4 was better. Takes up, yeah. But this works.
Whoa, just play king f5 next time, please. King takes g6. Oops. Oh.
There we go. Just play G7. Oh, he pushed the wrong one.
G7.
But they both work. They both work. All right. This is the last game for the round. So let's see what's going on here. So right now it looks. Oh, it's over. All right. So right now Elliot is in sole possession of first place with 4 out of 4. It looks like he's gonna get paired with Clark.
Yeah,
going into
it's
the
3.5
last
for sure. Yeah.
So they're gonna battle for first place, and then we have Lewis Barry, Anthony, Oliver, Harrison, Adrian, Miles, all with 3 out of 4. Let's try to get Miles up on that screen. I want to see how he's playing. It's funny, Miles and Maxwell are two brothers, and they're so different players, man. It's completely different players you see. Both are very good, and they're both very talented players.
You actually see how
completely different players.
Yeah, King's Gambit accepted. Good. Let's actually go for first for the. We definitely have to go for the first place game. They haven't started yet. Okay, let's go back to see because I haven't seen Miles play too. We have a Queen's Gambit accepted. With it now has the center pawn duel for white. Maybe F3 could have been
I don't
playing.
know. Yeah, I like F3. I don't like knight F3 because maybe you could play bishop takes.
Yeah, it's just like pinning and yeah, but it's okay.
We'll do. Whoa, is that a blunder? No, it's not a blunder.
No, you play nice.
Now Maxwell's trying to play 95 now, I think.
Well, I mean, I'd rather be wide in this position.
I mean, Miles,
because I'm a big fan of, a lot of times in these positions, you feel like Black's putting a lot of pressure on white center with the 2 knights on E4, G4, and the bishops on B4, G4. But the truth is that I'm a big fan of space.
What? Why did he take on F3 and then take the pawn on D5?
Yeah,
Now Maxwell, Mouse could just take back and he's up a piece.
yeah, it's up a piece.
All right.
Yeah, this is gonna go main game.
Yeah, I think Anthony missing a chance there. Anthony could have played Bishop
Oh.
takes F3 and
So
then captured
Italian.
F3.
Oh, is this a blunder too? Just happened a big blunder in the opening.
How?
Look, Italian, and then
Free piece.
just a blunder, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's a blunder.
That's a blunder, yeah.
It's not a move. It's a blunder. All right. What game is that? Let's stay away from that game.
This is Clark versus Elliott. First for the first place.
So Elliott's just up a piece. Now he's up 2 pieces. The rook's hanging. Checkmate's hanging. Now Bishop F7.
Yeah.
Oh, Bishop F7 and then Bishop G5 in case he doesn't take.
Oh, he doesn't take, yes.
Well, assuming
Bishop
he
F7, Queen,
goes to a
Bishop
dark
F7,
square.
Queen F7, Queen H8. And yeah, there's not even no way to trap my queen. You can just come back to C3, and if knight of, you cannot play knight f6 yet because you're pinned. So yeah, Bishop F7 should be winning, and King D7.
What about this game of Maru and Wolfgang? This looks like a pretty solid game. No captures yet.
Let me see.
They're taking their time for the most part. Maru has 8 minutes and 24 seconds. You gotta go down.
I like this kid, Amaru, and they've been so much, into chess for the last year.
Is there some discovery? Let me see. Takes, queen takes d4, and there's no discovery. If there's no discovery, that's just a pawn. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, there is a discovery, but then if we take on b2, b7 is weak. So I'm just thinking knight anywhere. Oh, no, that hangs d6. All right, so my kids, be careful when you push a pawn. Every pawn push creates weaknesses. So what are some questions you tell your students to ask themselves during the game? Like, for one, look what just happened here. I always tell my students, when your opponent moves a piece, try to figure out what that piece was doing at the prior square. And here, if we use that thought process, we'll see that the pawn on e7 was actually guarding d6. And then we were able to take on d6. So what are some things you tell your students to look for?
It always depends on the chess level where they are at. I mean, questions will change. If lower than 1,000 or something like that, I've always told my students, every pawn push they make creates weakness. There are kids from PS111 that when they see me, they know I'm going to ask them this question. But a very important thing I always tell to my kids that you're not allowed to make a move without not thinking why your opponent move over there. So prophylactic thinking is something that really matters.
Wolfie just hung his queen.
Yeah.
Amaru played b3,
especially for the kids, because
so b3 is not what? What's going on here?
Well, okay.
That's
what I told my kids. In this case, if my opponent moves a queen, and
wow, again,
you have to be. Yeah.
There's a queen hanging on e6. Nobody wants it. What? Oh man, these are my guys too.
They're both, yeah. Hey, listen, I teach Wolfgang for a long time too. When he was over there, and Wolfie's just it's just that sometimes I think he seems more.
Man, Wolfie's a different player now, man. I'm telling you. Kid's very good. All right. So that one's pretty decisive, down a queen. And Wolfie should not be resigning. You're playing online. You might as well get your games in. Wolfie, if you're watching out there, stop resigning.
Warren. Watching Warren. Let me see. No, wait. Warren. Eleanor. Beautiful name. That's a beautiful name, Eleanor.
We got Figgy in the check-in from Florida. I'm getting back to the games over here. I was just checking in the chat.
IG5, and now, yep, there's a
Pressure on the
big-
pin.
yep PP on the PP.
Wepa.
Put pressure PPs.
Is it me or the bishop on A5 was hanging the whole time?
It was hanging.
Oh,
Yeah.
but the knight. No, but then the
Yeah,
bishop
but
on F3
knight G5
hangs.
is way stronger.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
good.
see an easy way for black to get out of this one.
Even knight
Yeah, just need
G6.
to-
I mean,
Knight C6 is the move, probably.
yeah, it's not looking good. All right, so this is Warren and Eleanor. So it looks
Yep.
like Elliot wrapped it up. Perfect score, 5 out of 5. He clinched it.
Mhm. We
Louis
have
Barry, 4 out
13 miles.
4 out of 5.
This was a
Oliver, 4 out of
blunder
5.
too, or wait, didn't Miles win a piece early in the game? I think it was.
Yeah, wow, he gave it back.
I think so,
Did
right?
he? No, he didn't win a piece.
He didn't. Who? There were two blunders of
Yeah, he
pieces
won
of-
a piece. Knight takes D4 early.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. And then
Yes,
what
I know
happened?
that I saw, and we said it was upper piece.
How did he give it back? I'm trying to check how he gave it back. Oh no, he's up in exchange now. He's up. He instead of being up a piece, he's up a piece and an exchange. No, he's up a whole rook now. That's what happened.
Wait,
He was up a piece, then he won an exchange, so he's up a rook.
yeah, this was like
This is looking good. Look at Miles' pieces. Every piece is active. Maybe even Bishop D5 here and Rook C7. And look at his rooks. Look at Miles' pieces. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Rook C7 should be coming. All right, so he's up a rook. That's good to see. Now I gotta wait to connect to the next games. Oh, and that's a queen. All right, so this game should be ending any minute now. Let's try to what about Abel? What about Miller? Oh, look at Maeve. Let's get Maeve some screen time. So Maeve is
yeah.
actually the little sister of Lincoln Wu. She goes to Chelsea Prep. She's in kindergarten, just learned chess this year with me. And I'm glad to see her playing. She's relatively new to the game, but you know, she enjoys it. And she was actually winning this game. She was up a queen and a piece early.
Oh,
Okay. That's my girl, Maeve.
Miles winning. I would say Kaylin.
What about Miller and
Oh.
Lincoln? So if in case you don't know, Miller is Miles. That's Miles Shaw. Might be my tallest fourth grader. He's very tall.
A checkmate. Yeah.
Looks like a lot of these games are ending. Lincoln's up a queen and 3 pawns versus a king. He's about to checkmate Miles very shortly.
Yeah, Queen D8 check, and
No, queen D8 is mate. It's not check. It's mate.
I mean mate.
Mate.
Yep.
Okay, so that's done.
Oh, we're done, Coach. Stand in.
It's over.
First place.
All right, so let's see. Elliot, clear first place, 5 out of 5. We're gonna have to get somebody up here to see if they could dethrone him because he's been up there a lot. And he's actually significantly higher rated than the second place. Significantly lower rated than second place Louis Barry, who's actually about 1600 USCF. Third place, we have Oliver. Also, let me tell you guys something. PS11 has been killing it, man. They're killing the tournaments. They're killing the puzzles. They're killing everything. They're really taking advantage of having some extra time to throw into their game, and I love to see it. I love to see my 33 kids out here battling. Hopefully, they'll be back later for the rapid event later. The slow games.
Yeah. So
nice. All right.
tied for in second place. It was with 4 points out of 5. We have Lewis, we have Oliver, and we have Miles. But with a tie break, Lewis is second place, Oliver is third, and Miles is fourth place. That's with the tie break. Then we have Clark with 3.5. We have Emma 3.5. We have Anthony with 3 points. 3.5 is pretty good. This was a game you tie one. It's good. 3 points is also really good. I mean, everything's well. I mean, it shows that, let me just work, be more serious, come back and do it.
Right.
It was a few things to learn here from the games. I think a little bit interesting. Something I saw from one of the game was here, and I want to call attention that there was this little trick, and one of the kids they got confused with this idea. 95 D5 pawn takes, and then they played knight A5, right? And then they played D6, and this was a mistake in the game. Actually, the better move is knight D4, so this is why they went D6. So he thought it was this variation, coach, which you take on D6 with your queen. Now he goes to F7, attacking the queen, and attacks the rook, attacks the queen. Queen goes back to C6, and now since the queen is attacking the bishop,
White has time to save the rook. I mean, black.
It's like you take on H8, right? And then if you take on H8, this rook, queen G2 happens here. Check. Now we have this beautiful checkmate. And you can't protect with the queen because if you block with the queen, I just capture with my knight. So this was actually what was the variation. I got so surprised to see that they got confused. And this is actually what White was chasing after when he played this move, D6. But he did it instead against this move. And he still went here. And then now it's not the same because now the knight just captures the bishop. And that's how the game was. It thought it was the same variation. Anyway, just to say, we will return this afternoon with the more serious chess games. Please be ready for your after schools and during afternoon today. We're beginning our regular, having our regular team meetings. For example, be deck for PS116. Please be ready, and then later on
also PS111.
Not only I'm telling this some of the parents, but not only we are doing a team meeting or just that, we're also actually having lessons online for the program, and we'll be able to go and later play the tournament games. This is a very important component for our improvement, and it's done every week on the day that you regularly have your after school program chess practice. So see you guys soon. Enjoy lunch and see you around.
Yeah, we'll see them later today at 4:30.
Yep. 4
o'clock. 4 o'clock. Sorry,
4
see you guys at 4 o'clock. Come back.
Okay. See you around, guys, and see you around.